hello, hey, hello, 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 hey, hello, 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 hey, hello, hello. Let me go turn up, hold on. I'll be back late now. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Jerusalem Truth. I am an artist, tarot reader, woo lady, and hoodoo baby. And thank you so much for watching this here YouTube channel, Temperance Apothecary. This is the spiritual esoteric wing of my pre-existing business, Temperance Apothecary, where I sell body butters, candles, and soon come teas, and spring summer jogger release. I've never felt the need to say that before, so clearly that's for someone. At any rate, thank you for tuning in. I do personal readings in general life, overview, love and romance, as well as career and development and custom creativity readings for my content creators, artists, entrepreneurs, anyone really ready to invest in their creativity. But that's not what we're here for. What we're here for today is actually our weekly collective reading. And I was getting messages, okay? Downloads galore, and even felt called to set up the deck and put out my cards differently. But before we get there, we're gonna do something new. I have my trusty dusty notebook where I wrote down the downloads I was receiving earlier, and we're just gonna read them off. Let this be the tone setting for the reading and get into it from there. So the first thing that came to mind, the first thing Spirit delivered, if you will, was how are you making yourself proud? And more importantly, are you making yourself proud? Now, this isn't a statement for self-judgment. This isn't for you to punish yourself. This isn't for you to be mean to yourself. This is, as I get a FaceTime call, that's hilarious. Well, that did not go how I thought. Woo! Check on your people and be present with your people. Be present with yourself. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Continuing back into this weekly collective. Honestly, these little downloads, what is most top of mind and on my heart right now is rebuking should. We are in a time, we are in a season where life is lifing is an understatement. Life is getting categorically violent, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, for a lot of people. And often myself, yourself, whomever may be watching this included. And so in those moments, it's easy for us to think about how we should be showing up, how we could be showing up, how we would be showing up if this life event had not happened. Allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to feel. Whatever it is you feel in this moment, however it is you want to emote, you are not required to perform. You are not required to sugarcoat the way that you feel. And of course, you don't want to be negligent or harmful to those around you. And at the same time, you have to show up for yourself. That is the only thing you should be doing, is showing up for yourself moment to moment and being honest and aware with yourself of what you need in that moment. And sometimes the answer is you don't know. But the only way for you to know is by reflecting presence to yourself and allowing those around you who love you, who support you, who want to be there for you to do that. So with that being said, let's get into the cards. This is going to be a little bit of a different reading, a shorter reading for sure. How I decided to set them up this time is, instead of shuffling, I spread them out lengthwise on the table. And we're going to start with some affirmations, which I've really liked opening the videos with the affirmations. I feel like the cards then speak to whatever messages come out of here. These are the Golden Mantras affirmation by Destiny Taylor. And if you're noticing a vibe shift, that's because the vibe has shifted, friends. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. All right. All that I need flows to me with ease. That showed up, I'm pretty sure, for our weekly energy forecast, so that makes sense. Here on the back, the universe is never late and God is always on time. My destiny is revealing itself in divine timing. Let's get one more. Oh, we're gonna use this one. My vulnerability and ability to feel fearlessly are my superpowers. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, all right? Right now, whenever you are seeing this, that is the only thing you should be doing. Feeling your feelings and recognizing that those are your superpower. Where you feel vulnerable, where you feel naked, tend to those. Tend to those parts of yourself, all right? So let's get some cards. I got 4 here. Everything is upside down, so we're gonna flip them over together. I'm not even gonna hit up the little diamond situation. We're about to boop, 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 and that be that. And then let's get one more from here. So we have 5 from the Modern Witch Tarot, and then I'm gonna do 1. I want these 2, Spirit. 2, 3, boom. And actually I am gonna ask a question. Spirit, what is the medicine for the collective right now? Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have the 3 of Cups on the bottom. Be around your people. Again, allow the people that love you to show up for you. And the Lovers, what did I say? This is a time where you got to let people love you. You have to let 444, as I said that, you have to let your community be a community. And the only way we can do that, the only way people can show up for you is when you are vulnerable, when you are fearlessly honest with yourself and others and saying, hey, I ain't got it. Or, hey, this is what I need. Or when you don't have the words to express what you need, still allowing those who love you to show up for you, to be there for you, to hold you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? So let's start with the Modern Witch Tarot. We got the 4 of Pentacles reversed, followed by the 7 of Cups reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, the 3 of Cups across both decks, what I say, and then Justice reversed. Can we clarify? With the Magician, clarifying the Justice card. And then for the Neo Tarot, we have, wow, you can't make this up. For the Neo Tarot, we have the 7 of Cups upright, which literally came out reversed in the other deck. We have the Sun reversed, and then we have the Page of Pentacles upright. So immediately I'm hearing, actually, forget that man. I don't want to mention his name, but this song, All Falls Down. I'm telling you, it all falls down. That's what this time is giving. We are, because I'm also a part of this collective, feeling at a crossroads. And not in the tower energy, everything is falling down, but in the, if it's not one thing, it's another, you know? It's the 4 of Pentacles clinging so tightly to these pentacles only for when the time to come, you thinking, you know, I have these savings and that job and this security, life to remove your options in one way or another, or better yet, life to take off the blindfold and show you that there is no real security. That may sound crazy, but hear me out. Another song that I'm channeling is from one of my favorite musicals, Rent. There's only us. There's only this. Forget regret, or life is yours to miss, right? The 7 of Cups is a card of illusion. It's a card of options. It's a card of assessing everything around you and seeing what fits, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And then you move on to the 8 of Cups by leaving, you know, the baggage behind. But this time that we're in with the 4 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups reversed is saying that there actually is, the only thing that is now. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that's important for someone because, yeah, you can't force it. Even when you want to will yourself into doing X, Y, Z, or move ahead through passion and fire and try to transmute your emotions into this, hey man, there's only us. There's only this. All right. The only thing you have is yourself and your community and those who love you. And I'm not talking about, oh, community, you know, you go out to eat. No, I'm talking about the people who see you when you're snot nose crying. The people who you can be your most vulnerable, rawest, saddest, ugliest self with. Right. and you think you're going to be punished for it, but that's actually where the magic is. What is this? As it's next to the affirmation, my vulnerability and ability to feel fearlessly is my superpower. That's what this is giving. Justice, of course, is, you know, Libra energy. It's air sign, balance, harmony. Sometimes when we're knocked off whack, that's so jarring that we think something is wrong with us, when really that's our humanity. And when we recognize that that is our humanity, that's when we recognize we ourselves are the magician, and we can actually start to use, as the sirens start, confirmation, we can actually start to use and tap into those potent emotions that we may otherwise try to suppress or try to overcome, right? And it's not always pleasant, because again, we have the modern witch tarot where we do have the 7 of Cups upright. We can kind of trick ourselves into thinking we have more options than we do, that stability and comfort and our ways of being and the way we've always been is the way. That is an illusion. All right, time is an illusion. Adulthood, made up. All right, this is all things that we have bought into in this social contract. And frankly, with the sun reversed, it's showing that. It's showing that, period. It is exposing to us the ways in which we thought we had it all figured out. We thought we had made the right choice and done the right thing and this and that, when really you're figuring it out just like everybody else, baby. And not only are you figuring it out, it is when you are present with yourself and others, again, let me cover up their chests, that you are then met in love. You are met in kinship with people, right? Spirit, can you speak more to the energy for the collective as far as how we are being called to meet this moment? All right, 1, 2, 3. Ace of Cups on the bottom. Man, if you don't cry, and I'm not just talking about crying through your eyes, all right, whatever. Not everybody does that. I'm talking about letting, that's what I should say, emote. Forget crying. Maybe you're not a crier. Maybe you are a dancer. Maybe you are someone who likes to bedrock. Maybe you are someone who journals. Maybe you are someone who takes a walk and you don't pick the direction, and that's how you blow off steam. Right now, we are being asked to allow others to meet us where we are so they can fill our cups, but then also being transparent in what we need with ourselves. Okay, how we're being called to meet this moment. We have the 2 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Allow this off-kilter energy that we feel to realign you to what harmony and balance is for you now. That's what I'm getting. So whereas the Knight of Wands is reversed, right? A card of motion and movement, you have 2 different pages in 2 different decks coming out, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. And that is telling me, allow yourself to begin again. I'm New Here by Gil Scott-Heron may be a song that may bring you some peace at this time, and the lyrics are, you know, turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle and be new here again. And right now we are in a new phase of life that is requiring us to revisit how we've previously dealt with things, processed things or not processed things, spoken the truth about how we feel or not. And we're being asked to find new harmony. The 2s, which I've been hearing just across other folks' tarot cards or tarot readings as well, is about harmony. It's about decision. And in this case, the 2 of Pentacles is a card of juggling, right? But it's about work-life balance. And in this case, when I ask Spirit, how are we being asked to meet the moment? We are being asked to hold the light and the dark, the hard emotions and the easier emotions. We are being asked to allow ourselves to reharmonize, is what I heard, where we have previously used a certain formula that maybe it's not working right now. Maybe we are used to a different state of homeostasis, or the state of homeostasis we thought worked, that old combination of stuff actually don't work no more. And the Page of Swords, right, is actually looking back at that. And it's funny because the Page of Swords is looking back at the 2 of Pentacles, and this is telling me that where we are now is a state of beginning again, but it's us looking back at how we have previously juggled the less savory or the harder, or I don't want to keep saying hard, but the more difficult emotions to hold, the bigger emotions for us to hold. And then having the Ace of Swords is seeing this as a gift and allowing your mind to be renewed. It's like, I just saw something that was talking about brainwashing as far as washing your brain, right? And I'm not going to go too deep into it because I really don't remember it like that. But what I do remember and what's coming up right now is allowing whatever shock you are being met with, whatever tribulations, whatever struggles, whatever hurdles, whatever is mentally weighing on you, emotionally weighing you down, allowing yourself to cut ties with the old ways of processing those emotions and allowing this new way of being to cut through the noise and cut through, again, the illusion of this is how I'm supposed to operate or this is what I should be doing. That, all right? That's not what life or spirit wants from you right now. What spirit wants from you right now is actually to let bygones be bygones as far as holding yourself to old standards, old ways of being. Back to these affirmations. All that you need flows to you with ease. So if you are in need of a hug, I promise you acknowledge mentally in your heart, even if you don't say it out loud, you need a hug, watch you come into a hug. The universe is never late and God is always on time. My destiny is revealing itself in divine timing. In moments of strife or in moments where, I flipped this over because I felt called. I ask, I believe, I shall receive. What did I just say? What that doesn't just apply to abundance, prosperity, or romantic love and partnership. That's for whatever it is you need. Hear me. Even if you cannot hold this for yourself, you can't affirm this for yourself, I am affirming it for you. You are always provided for and you are always taken care of. And if you are used to being in a state of lack, if you are used to being in a state of meeting everyone's needs and no one meeting yours, that is the old way. That is no longer the way that your life is meant to continue. All right? And sometimes we have to be the first person that is there for us. And that's a hard pill to swallow. But I promise you this, and I'm speaking from personal experience, as you show up for yourself, as you ask and receive from yourself, from spirit, from the divine, the rest of the world is going to. The rest of what you need, the community, the support, the space. Sometimes what you need is actually nothing. Watch it be removed from your plate. Watch the debris be removed from your path. Watch your heart get lighter, right? This is a time where we are being asked to, I heard pray without ceasing. And that looks different for everyone. Everyone has different relationships to prayer. For me, prayer is not just citing your request to the universe and asking, but it's verbal journaling, if you will. Sometimes you can pray in a journal. I got that from the help. I think I was 14, 15. I kept a prayer journal. And frankly, I need to bring that back. But writing down what it is your heart desires, writing down what it is you fear or are worried about at that moment, and allowing that to live there and not in your mind, not carrying that with you, and allowing yourself the space to begin again with this new understanding, or this understanding that is slowly forming now that we are on the other side of this mix up, right? Because the Tower didn't show up, but with the Seven of Cups reversed and the Four of Pentacles and then the Knight of Wands reversed, this is telling me that we have definitely been shaken. We have definitely been brought to a halt, right? We are maybe used to resting on the fact that, well, if ain't nobody got me, I got me. And I don't even need all that other stuff because I got the and I can make it happen. Just because you got it like that don't mean you're always going to be able to move like that. Does that make sense? So right now, especially with this Justice card reversed, you don't have to go it alone. And I think it's something to be said about the fact that Justice is Libra energy, and then you have the Magician, which, don't get me lying, let's see. Is the Magician associated with Aries? That might be the Emperor. The Magician. Its element is air, actually. So these are both air sign cards. Work, I know that's right. We are being asked to, with the Justice reversed met by the Magician, we are being asked to, I heard, delete the old contract. If it don't work no more, it don't work no more. And what are you gonna do about it? Sometimes we get so used to showing up a certain way, to certain expectations of ourselves, to believing and internalizing that we have to earn someone's support, or if someone has hurt us, harmed us, wronged us, rebuked us, that it is somehow our doing and we need to be the one to fix it. The magician is saying, actually, this is where you are being asked to sit with the new tools that you have, or the new tools that are coming into your life to meet this challenge, to meet this tumultuous time, and to let the sun shine in. This is what I just heard, as the sun is actually not even setting yet, but it started playing in the leaves on the other side of this camera. And that's what this feels like right now. So that's what I've got. I pray this message finds you how it was meant to find you. And I'll be back. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.